Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh suspended by Big Ten as part of sign-stealing investigation. In today's segment of Brian Reads the News, we're going to look at a USA Today newspaper article by Paul Meyerberg. According to this article, the Big Ten has suspended Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh for the remainder of the regular season for his role in the program's sign-stealing scandal, the conference announced on Friday. The conference found Michigan in violation of the Big Ten sponsorship policy for conducting an impermissible in-person scouting operation over multiple years, resulting in an unfair competitive advantage compromised the integrity of the competition. They say Harbaugh will not be allowed to attend games but will be able to attend practices and preparations for the team. As penalty imposed on the institution, the university football team must compete without its head coach for the games remaining in the 2023 regular season, effective immediately, a statement from the Big Ten said. This disciplinary action shall not preclude the university or its football team from having its head coach attend practices or other football team activities other than the game activities to which it applies. For clarity, the head football coach shall be present at the game venue in the dates of the games to which the disciplinary action applies. They say Harbaugh will miss Saturday's road game against number 9 Penn State and another the following week at Maryland. The team's home game against number 3 Ohio State on November 25th should decide the Big Ten East Championship. Harbaugh would be able to coach in the Big Ten Championship game on December 2nd if the Wolverines win their division. Michigan vowed an immediate legal response after the Big Ten announced the suspension. The university released a statement Friday afternoon shortly after the team's flight landed in a state college, Pennsylvania. It was unclear whether Michigan would able to request a preliminary injunction or temporary restraining order due to the Veterans Day federal holiday before Saturday's game. Here's a quote: "Like all members of the Big Ten Conference, we are entitled to a fair, deliberate, and thoughtful process to determine the full set of facts before a judgment is rendered," the statement reads. "To ensure fairness in the process, we intend to seek a court order, together with Coach Harbaugh, preventing this disciplinary action from taking effect." An investigation into Michigan's sign-stealing apparatus has begun after detailed reports show how an off-field staffer, Connor Stallions, broke NCAA rules by acquiring video of opponents' signals through a network of associates who would be paid to attend games and record calls used to send in specific plays. While deciphering signals sent from the sideline is not a violation of NCAA rules, there are bylaws prohibiting teams from conducting any off-campus, in-person scouting of future opponents in the same season of play, according to the NCAA rulebook. There is also a rule against using any type of recording device to track signals. The conference's handbook gives Commissioner Tony Petitti the exclusive authority to discipline Harbaugh and Michigan through the Big Ten sportsmanship policy, which reserves the league's right to institute punishment for actions that are offensive to the integrity of the competition, actions that offend civility, and actions of disrespect. In a letter to Michigan announcing the punishment, the Big Ten said the sanctions against Harbaugh were levied because the conference's belief that the university violated the sportsmanship policy because a university football staff member engaged in an organized, extensive, year-long, in-person, advanced scouting scheme that was impermissible. The goal of the scheme was to gain an unfair advantage by stealing the signs of the teams that the university's football team was due to play later in the season. Such misconduct inherently compromises the integrity of competition. The Big Ten said that it did not have specific information that Harbaugh knew of the scheme, but the suspension of the coach was the best way to punish the school. Quote, "This is not a sanction of Coach Harbaugh," the league's letter said. "It is a sanction against the university that, under the extraordinary circumstances presented by the offensive conduct, best fits the violation because, number one, it preserves the ability of the university football student athletes to continue competing, and number two, it recognizes that head coach embodies the university for purposes of its football program. This sign-stealing scandal has gripped college football and engulfed the Wolverines' quest for the program's first unshared national championship since 1948. The school split a national title with Nebraska in 1997. Stalions resigned his position last week. In a statement made to The Athletic through his attorney, Brad Beckworth, Stalions said that, to his knowledge, neither Coach Harbaugh nor any other coach or staff member told anyone to break any rules or were aware of improper conduct regarding the recent allegations of advanced scouting. Harbaugh denied any knowledge of the sign-stealing system in a statement issued on October 19th. Quote, "I do not condone or tolerate anyone doing anything illegal or against NCAA rules," he said. "No matter what program or organization I have led throughout my career, my instructions and awareness of how we scout opponents have always been firmly within the rules." This is the second time Harbaugh has missed games this season due to a suspension, following a three-game suspension self-imposed by the university to open the year due to alleged rule violations committed during the COVID-19 dead period. The decision to suspend Harbaugh comes with the Wolverines ranked number 2 in the USLBM coaches poll and number 3 in the college football playoff rankings. A member of the playoff selection committee, University Athletics Director Ward Manuel, skipped Tuesday's meetings to see to important matters regarding the ongoing investigation into our football program, he said in a statement. So there you have it. It looks like Harbaugh's in some trouble again. Sign stealing, definitely something to be on the lookout for. If you're on the sidelines there, I'm sure they keep a close eye on Harbaugh now after a few violations like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this news reading segment, please subscribe. It would be great to do some more for you in the future. Thanks for watching.